All right, you can see that this is the bottom of the EuroPro again. Now, we'll remember that I looked inside and I saw in this big fat hole a dimple for a set screw. I did not, however, look around the bottom side and find that there's a set screw that matches that dimple on the underside of this arm. So I'm going to put this dimple, put the set screw in on the dimple, and then put the large M6 bolt in the other side as the clamping bolt. Unfortunately, that means that the other end of this shaft is completely shot. And yes, I am in fact using a fat screwdriver to tighten the hex key, because sometimes we're naughty like that. On the other end here, this half moon gear is on a shaft, or is on the end of the shaft, and it has in it, where did that, it has a pair of screws in it. One of these screws has a pin and one of them does not. So somewhere in the end of this shaft is the pinhole that okay. Okay, the pinhole is up under there now, and if we rotate this to the maximum up, and then rotate this no, okay. Well, that is not going to line this up properly. That is... Alright, well, I pulled this set screw out and found that spot, but it doesn't line up with the pin that lines up this quarter gear back there, so definitely that's not the correct answer then. Right. See, there's the pinhole that this goes in, and that hole definitely is for that, and then all right. Well, yeah, because this is the lift on the feed dogs. Oh, is that? What if we put the pin in this other set screw spot? Does that... I know it's weird that this machine would be assembled so incorrectly, but let's... Nope, that can't be right because it doesn't touch the, doesn't move the feed dogs at all, so it's definitely, let's see now. This side. And then so we'll get those in place. All right, so see this spot you can get to where you almost skip a tooth on this gear? I wonder if maybe this got a gear tooth skipped on it. But first things first, we're gonna put our big lock screw back in. Actually, no. We're going to take oh, come on. Take that screw, oh right, that's why that can't go there. I thought that it was the other gear that was interfering with the ability for this to turn. I was not thinking. Alright. So get our big fat screw in place. get our tiny set screw in place on that end of this crank, and then this end, despite moving this gear to lock onto the flat, we're not quite timed right, so what I'm going to do is lift this gear off entirely. See the flat and how it was bunged up against that side of the flat there? Now, that is the lowest spot. This is where we get... Alright, and now it's at the topmost motion in there, which means it should... But the hook should be on the very bottom. And we will try to get so the gear on the hook on the bottom means the flat is over here. So we'll just move the sector around as far as it can go. And we want that to be 180. Right, that's its lowest point. All right. Okay. All right. Now. Okay. Our hook retracts past the side of the needle opening, and then that's where the needle starts to go up. I still want it to go further one. All right, we're gonna have to move that needle or we're gonna have to move that one notch over, I think. All right, so now we have to figure this out from the back side. So we want the shaft to have rotated that much further, which means so it's going that way. All right, we need to get we need to lift and rotate. Yep, because this is where okay. We need to lift this gear up and get it to go one notch over and then move we want it to be moving clockwise, so we have to lift it out, unmesh it, and then remesh it one tooth over. Okay. Well, there we go. Okay, so our shaft was turning, but our gears are not. Okay. One tooth. And now line our flat up. Get our, there we go. See how that I tightened it and then it started wiggling? That's because I hadn't lined the flat up. There. And we've got that. And when this gets to the bottom, all right. Now let's see here. That's where it's starting to lift, and I did not I moved it the wrong way. All right. There. Okay. Oh, and I moved it the wrong way again. Okay. So we There. Okay, let's try that. Down. There we go. That's definitely going to pull up. And then except now it's not retracting the hook enough to... Okay, so I missed it by a tooth or two. How many teeth do I even have on this? Okay. One tooth. Okay. Need to move it one more tooth. There we go, and then looking at it from underneath. Oh yeah, okay. I think I picked the right spot now. So, between that end and then this end getting mangled up, it ended up skipping a tooth at some point, I think. Or someone was in here and put it together and it skipped a tooth. Let's see if that worked. We'll be back with a stitch test. Alright. So you can see I didn't put the top back on this because... Let's see if it'll... do a stitch before I go reassembling it. So go. Now, give it one hand. I think yep, nope, it's still out of time. Alright, we need to put another notch on the need to move that ahead another notch. Now I've got it. Get this screw out. And then take this screw most of the way out. And then that might be the secret spot. Because retracted, the needle is, or the hook is just right. All right. It's the problem with a sewing machine that's out of time. You always feel like you're incredibly close to getting it. And until you hit it, especially when you don't have a manual or something to just tell you how to set it, it feels like 2 steps forward and 1 step back a lot of times. Wow, I hit that on the first shot. I am not sure. Well, I did, however, manage to get my... Oh, that's what happened. Okay. Pulling the thread up, I ended up getting it wrapped around the needle. But drop this down and see. Come on. No, I'm not picking up the needle, am I? Well, let's... Alright, let's... Okay, we're not... Alright, let's... Yep. That last moving got it so it's not picking up the thread. So... Oh yeah, it is not going back far enough to get the thread. Okay, so moved it too far. I suppose if I was clever, I would have studied that gear to see if it has a timing mark on it. Alright. This gear does have let's see, is there a tiny timing mark on this gear? There is not a timing mark that I can see on this gear, but you'll notice that the center lines for these two holes, one lines up on the top of a tooth and 90 degrees lines up more with the side of a tooth. The only marks on this are... Right, we're going to attempt to blindly time this from the get-go, which means I need to set this hook in place from underneath, and now, and this is the topmost travel, so I need to make sure that my hook is just at the edge of this opening. I think that's about right. And then that is my set spot, so I'll just push that. And that's the setting that was not good. So I'm just checking the two spots where the teeth line up. When I get the other tooth, that lines up like so. And we will try that. We'll see what that looks like. Alright, I'm not going to put that other set screw in until I have checked this out. This may have taken us back to where we started. Yeah, I think that took us back to where we started. So we'll throw bobbin case in, and yep, okay. Throw the needle in. Thread over in through and then just see if this this does not work, I will move the set screw and use the other yep. I'm going to rotate this gear and use the other set screw spot on that flat. All right, the other set screw spot. And that gets us there. And it doesn't bring us back far enough, so we'll have to go a notch over. All right. There's the bottom, and it's well past there. And the top retracts the hook to that spot. Okay, this might be it. Those there. Let's stick our needle in. All right. This bobbin thread is very fine. Get our top thread in now. Go. Picked up our bottom thread, and now let's see. Why is this? Yeah. It is not. Oh. Alright, let's try that again with it threaded properly. Oh, that might be it. All right. Let us let's pop the cover on and see what happens when it's properly threaded. I think maybe I've got it. If I don't have it, I don't know what else to do to time the lower end there, so might have to check this top crank and see if something happened to it, but that is ridiculously unlikely, so Don't forget to put our second set screw back in. And then I'm going to pop the cover on this, and we'll be back.